trying to let my hair grow out. I'm not used to it looking like this, all gray and just no shape to it. If I knew how to fade the sides, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't mind, but I have a clippers, but I don't know how to fade. And when I try to fade, it don't look as good, especially with my hair and the gray and the texture. The mistakes I make really, they really show up. I don't know. I'll see. I'll see what I'm gonna do with this. I don't know. I may cut it all off again. I'm starting to not like it. Can't do anything with it to make me look satisfied. So, I know a little bit about the Bible. I'm not a Bible thumper by no means. I don't even claim to really even be into it. But I'm familiar with it. I know the stories and I'm familiar with how they roll. And my story is that of Lot and Noah. I'm going to try to make this quick because it's not really that difficult when using Lot and Noah as a reference point to my story. It shouldn't be that difficult because most people are familiar with Lot and Sodom and Gomorrah and Noah and wherever he was at in the ark. Well, when Lot left his town, the shit hit the fan. When Noah left his town, the shit hit the fan. My story, my journey right now in this time that we're living is a Noah and Lot connection. Somehow, after 2012, I was connected into the energy field of either humanity or the United States. I'm not sure of yet. I haven't left the United States, so I don't know, do I have the same reaction all over the world, or is it just the United States? I think it's all over the world. That's my gut feeling. But anyway, somehow I was connected into the whole energy field of this. Solely me. One person, just like Noah and just like Lot. I was connected into the distribution of energy throughout the United States or the world in humanity. And there's two timelines. The synthetic one, that's a fake timeline that we all are a part of. And that fake timeline ciphers energy from the real timeline because if it's fake, it can't do anything real. So the fake timeline can't sustain itself. It has no energy. It's just what we experience, okay? But the energy to keep us experiencing what we experience, the energy come from the original timeline. That's God. That's the source. That's the source of all life. That's where the energy comes from. So the fake timeline still sucks energy from the real timeline. And that's how it's always been. Well, we're entering a time now where the timelines are splitting. The fake timeline is going to go this way, and the real timeline is going to go that way. And I'm on the real timeline, and I'm on the fake timeline. I'm in the middle. I'm on both timelines. And so when the fake timeline drains and sucks from the original timeline, that's why I get kicked in the butt so often. That's why I get kicked around so badly, because I'm actually connected in where I'm feeling that pull that the fake timeline is getting from the real timeline. And boy, do I catch it. So anyway, with the timeline is splitting, and back to the Noah and the Lot story, when they left, it was almost essentially like, well, I can tell you, this is how it is with me, and I can only assume this is how it was with them. But this time, it's the final time, and that is when the timeline splits, I'm gonna go this way. Me and my life is going to go with the original timeline, source, God is connected there. I'm under the impression that most of humanity is going to stay on the fake timeline, okay? But see, with the fake timeline not able to receive any more energy, it's going to start to collapse even faster, okay? While this timeline is moving forward and the people on this timeline is moving in that direction, this timeline is going to collapse. But see, I just can't understand, why would anybody choose to collapse, to be on this timeline? Yeah, it takes effort to be over here on this timeline, but isn't it worth it? Maybe it's not to these people, obviously. But anyway, that's my logic. But people on this timeline don't think like that, so that's my problem for thinking like that for them. They don't think like that. They think differently. So for whatever reason they rather just crumble than to regenerate themselves and whatever they have to do to get on the timeline that's going this way. So when I start to go this way, which I'm doing now, I'm leaning every day more and more and more. I'm splitting away from the fake timeline every day, every moment. And humanity can feel it. People around me notice it. And the architects of the fake timeline are in a really big ruckus because of this. So I really catch it, because once I separate, there's no way that this timeline is going to be able to get any more energy. It's barely getting it now because of the separation. But once it's completely separated, it's not going to get any. And so that's how it was with Lot. That's how it was with Noah. When they were separated from whatever it was they were connected to, the shit hit the fan for those who weren't part of that connection. Same thing is getting ready to happen now. Except I don't know, is it the United States or is it the world? I don't really understand that. But something's going to really be crumbling fast as soon as this timeline that's completely separated. Well, the role I play in it is that I think I'm the barometer of it all. It shows how far I'm the barometer. How much I'm separating from this fake timeline. It gives people, myself, an idea of how far we are from the complete separation of the timelines. And using myself as a barometer, I am really starting to separate. It's getting really close, very, very close to two separate timelines. So that's my cue right there to just move on, because I'm done. That's the way I see it, and that's the way my role in this whole thing has panned out. There's more to this, but that's another video. I'm not going to go into it on this video, but there's a whole lot more on why my role was such a necessity to this, is because everything that it takes for salvation in the human experience today, my existence was the portal for all that stuff to come through. That's why there was a Noah, there was a Lot, and that's the reason why it hadn't happened yet. And that's the reason why the authors and the creators of this timeline right here, they never felt like this would ever happen, because it hasn't. It's been attempted many times throughout history, but never has it succeeded yet. That's because it hasn't been time for it to succeed until now. And the reason why it's going to succeed this time is because it's time, and what makes it time is that there's a portal now where all the needs to make this thing happen are coming through. It's like all the supplies are coming into this dimension and into the mankind experience, when before it wasn't. All the tools are coming through the portal that I exist in. Me, how I exist, I'm the portal of everything that's coming through to make this happen this time. So that's why I'm always under siege, is to collapse the portal so nothing can get through. But, that's not the case, because it's not meant to be that way. So that's my part in this. All of us have a part in it, whether it's to resist it or whether it's to be on this timeline. It's still part of the whole. Everybody has a part in the whole. It's just that some people's part is to stay on this timeline and collapse, and some people's role will continue on that timeline. And I tell you one thing, once I'm completely split from this, I'm saying good riddance, because this timeline ain't nowhere I want to be. And I've learned that over the past 13, going on 14 years. I've learned a lot about humanity that I didn't know. And this is not the way to go. That's one thing I've learned for me.